Teachers are among the most important people in today's society. Teachers inspire us to become our true selves by introducing us to new topics that we could potentially fall in love with. This film will be looking at what makes a good teacher. What makes them a good teacher, like all your teachers?
So the teacher needs to know what they're talking about, obviously. They need to know the subject that they're talking about. They need to be able to relate to the students in a way so that they can kind of judge the classroom and know that they're not overworking them or underworking them. They need to provide opportunities for the students to be able to give feedback as well, because that helps them be able to better understand the students as well, be able to form better bonds with them.
Makes a good teacher. Ethan says homework. I don't agree with that. I think being open-minded and flexible and obviously knowledgeable and passionate about your subject, they're some of the primary ingredients for good teaching. I think it's also important to like who you're teaching, to like students. It's very hard to be a good teacher if you don't like your students.
Do you think you're a good teacher?
I think I am a good teacher, yeah.
Do you have a good teacher?
Yeah, a couple.
Do you have a favorite teacher?
No.
Alright, and what makes them good? Like, what makes a good teacher?
Like how well they relate to the students, I think. How well they engage with the students. If they do that well, then probably a good teacher.
So Ryan, what makes a good teacher?
Teaching is difficult in that there's no magic formula of what makes up a good teacher. It's not like if a person has these three qualities, they're going to be a great teacher. It seems to be a mix of things, but I think most great teachers have a few things in common. One is they love being with whoever they're teaching. So if it's middle school kids, they love being with middle school kids and the energy. If it's elementary school kids, same thing. So they have to have that love of being with their age group. I think great teachers see their classes and their lessons as stories in a way, where every lesson sort of has a story arc, and there's the hook in the beginning, and you come to that realization of that makes sense. And then it's, how does that move on to the next thing? So I think great teachers are also great storytellers. And then lastly, it's I think great teachers have the ability to connect and truly care about who they're teaching.
Ryan, did you have a good teacher?
Did I have a good teacher?
Yes.
I was lucky to have quite a few good teachers.
Yeah, I think pretty much all the teachers at the Valley are really good teachers.
Do you have a favorite teacher?
No, not really.
What makes them a good teacher?
I think the relationship that the teachers here have with the students make them good teachers. That's why I can't really have a favorite. It's because they all kind of interact with the kids in a really good way. And I don't know if they're your friends, but they can still keep the classroom moving and keep you learning things.
Alright, Tom, what makes a good teacher?
I think a good teacher is someone who is engaged with what they're doing, they love what they're doing, have a passion for whatever they're teaching, someone who knows how to connect with whatever age that they're teaching, and someone who's still always learning. They're learning how to be a better teacher, they're learning more about their craft, and they're showing the students how to be a learner.
Do you think you're a good teacher?
I think I'm a pretty good teacher.
What makes a good teacher?
I think a good teacher first needs to make the class interesting so that the students are motivating to learn and you're willing to come to class and participate in class activities.
Do you think you're a good teacher?
I think sometimes I am, but sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I guess I'm too lenient with students' homework or delay or late test taking. So in that part, no. But I guess students like me like taking Mandarin, so in that part, I think I am. Yeah.
Did you have a good teacher?
Yeah, of course I did. I guess I had a good English teacher, so that's what makes me want to study abroad in America, and now I'm also a teacher.
Oh, I had lots of good teachers, definitely. I had lots of teachers that connected to me and other students and seemed to love what they do and really know their subject well. Funny enough, one of my favorite teachers, she wasn't a classroom teacher, she was the librarian at my high school, and she loved being a librarian. She loved books. She was constantly getting people to read and spend more time in the library, research, use the computer lab. She just taught everyone so much and connected to every single person and knew things about their interests and their hobbies and what would drive them to learn more and be interested in school and library stuff. She actually is the reason I started studying film, because she created a film independent study because she just knew I loved movies, and I read books about movies, and there was no film class. So she's the whole reason I even thought, oh, I could study this. This could be like a real thing.